Hello, we're glad to have you back to learn more about debugging. In this video, we'll learn about using the immediate panel to check the values of variables, arguments, and expressions, as well as to assign values to variables at a certain point during debugging. We're using the same project as in the previous debugging videos. In summary, it reads employee data from an Excel file, opens a browser window, navigates to a web form, and iterates through each row of the data table to enter the employee information into the form. Just like the Watch panel, the Immediate panel is visible only when running the workflow in debug mode. To start, we've already set a breakpoint on the Type Into birthday activity. Let's click Debug. We'll let it run, and it enters the data into the web form. OK, it reached the breakpoint and the execution is now paused. Here is the Immediate panel on the left-hand side. It can be used for inspecting data available at a certain point during debugging. It can evaluate variables, arguments, or statements, and even assign values. To do so, we just need to type the variable, argument, or expression in the Immediate panel and press Enter. Are you ready to try it out? Let's add a variable to check its current value. We'll use first name. Just pressing the F key has brought up the IntelliPrompt window with some very useful suggestions, including the variable that we want to enter. If we click away and click back, we can see that it's not available anymore. Here's a useful tip. We can bring it back up by pressing Ctrl plus space. OK, let's select our variable and press Enter. We receive the value Greg for the first name variable, the same as in the Locals panel. Next, let's retrieve a value directly from our data table row. Let's enter the expression current row of last name dot toString. OK, we got the cell value Lucas. Let's try another expression. Let's say that we want to get the data type of a variable. We'll enter first name, get type. We've got the type of our variable, string. Besides checking values in the Immediate panel, we can also assign values for debugging purposes. Let's type current row of birthday. Let's copy the value from the Locals panel, paste it, but modify from 1961 to 1971. And press Enter. If we go back to check the value in the Locals panel, we can see that it's changed. Also, if we click Step Into, we can see that the value entered into the form is the one that we provided in the Immediate panel, and not the one that was initially retrieved from the Excel file. Awesome! Now let's say that we also want to change the value of the first name variable to Alex. We'll just enter the expression first name equals Alex. The value is displayed in the Immediate panel, and it's also been changed in the Locals panel. The Immediate panel is not limited to short expressions. Let's try something a bit more complex, like a concatenation between several strings. Let's enter current row of first name toString. Plus has the following phone number. Plus current row of mobile phone number. It looks like we've received an error. We forgot to add toString. But wait, there's no need to type the entire expression once again. We can simply use the up arrow from the keyboard. When we use it once, we get the last expression that we typed. Twice, the expression we typed when we changed the first name variable's value, and so on. Using the down arrow, let's go to our expression and add a dot toString, and press Enter. OK, we got the result. Greg has the following phone number, and the phone number. It returned the value Greg because we've referenced the data table cell and not the first name variable. There are a few more things that we can do in the immediate panel. We can select data from the panel, right-click and copy it. We can delete entries by selecting them and pressing Space. And we can right-click anywhere in the panel's window and select Clear All to remove all entries. And with this, we conclude our demo. Practice a bit more on your own to get comfortable using the immediate panel. For example, try changing the value of the last name variable or assigning a different mobile phone number. The more you practice, the more efficient you'll become at debugging and troubleshooting your workflows. Thank you for watching and see you soon.